Hi everybody, it's Cindy the Scrapologist on Etsy, and I'm here with video number 2 in my Use Your Scraps series. If you follow along with all of these videos and do one video, just spend an hour a week working on your scraps, in no time you are going to turn your scraps into beautiful embellishments and pieces for your paper art, for your scrapbooks or your art journals. So I encourage you to play along. Yesterday in video, well not yesterday, a few days ago, in video 1, we talked about what to do with these skinny scraps that have vertical patterns on them. So watch video 1. Today we're going to continue with what to do with these bothersome thin strips that we all end up with. What we're going to do is one of my favorite techniques. We're going to make tickets. It's very, very easy to do. You are going to need a couple of pieces of equipment. I'm going to try to stay away from having equipment be a requirement for some of these videos, but this is just one of my favorite techniques. So, yeah, we're going to have equipment for this one. For this one, I'm using my Crocodile corner chomper. This is the lime green one with the stub down here and the deco. We're going to be using the stub edge. And you're going to need something to score with. And it's super simple. Just pick any scrap, cut it down to whatever the width you want, if it's not if it's a little too wide for you for this technique. And then score a rectangle. Just make a rectangle. You can make it as long or as narrow as you want. This particular one is 12 inches long and about 1.5 inches wide, so I'm probably going to score every 3 inches, I think. And I'll end up with 4, so 3, 6, and 9. But score wherever it makes a rectangle. And then fold on your scores, on your score lines. Doesn't matter how you fold them, if you do an accordion fold or not, doesn't really matter. And then you take the stub edge, the stub part of your crocodile, and you just stub the ends, and then you stub where the fold is. Very, very simple. And see? Now you have a ticket. So let's do the next folded edge. And the next fold. And then the ends. And then you have a nice thing of tickets. Now we all get these craft paper ones or plain cardstock ones. And what you can do with these is you do the same thing. Let me get my score again. It's about 1.5, so I'm going to do the same thing. What I do? 3, 6, and 9. Fold them. An accordion fold does seem to be the easiest to work with when you're doing this. Use the crocodile again. Whoops! Meant to do the end. Time to clean this thing out. Then, with these plain ones, or especially with the craft ones, I like to take the Tim Holtz vintage paper ink pad. Mine is so used that probably didn't even make any sense looking at that cover. and I just take a stamp of my choice. This one just has a whole bunch of kind of nonsense cursive writing on it. And then just stamp down your ticket sheet. And how great does that look? You would definitely use that in a vintage book. I also have a larger one. It was more wide, so I made a longer rectangle, and I'll probably end up cutting these off. Let me get my scissors here. Cutting these off and using them on the bottom of a page for a journal. You could stamp a sentiment on it. Let me grab one here. I would probably use a color on this and not use that vintage, but just for the sake of making this a quick video, there, and it says "Let It Be," and you could use this on your album anywhere. So there's your tip for the day. Make some tickets if you have the equipment. And subscribe down below if you like these videos. I plan on doing a whole bunch of them. And I just encourage you to maybe spend an hour this week making some tickets. And in no time, your scraps will be treasures. I'll see you soon. Bye.